And I guess why it's Vlogmas.
Rascal dog. Ooh, rascal dog. Can you see it? There we go. Good morning. Happy Vlogmas. It's December 2nd. Yeah. You're my cuddle girl. Yeah. You're my cuddle girl. You like a good cuddle, don't you? Yeah, there's my cuddle girl. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my water's ready. I'm gonna make my coffee. Good morning. Then I gotta make tea for Dennis, because he doesn't have any in this pot. Yeah. 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 Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to have a cuddle in the morning, right? Good morning. Happy Vlogmas, day 2. My Tui cup. Oh, I did look up Tui. It's a honey eater. Honey eater, I think they called it. So it's a bird that eats the nectar from the flowers, but it's a big bird, so it has to sit on the branches. And no shock, it's found in New Zealand. So if you missed yesterday, I got this cup from my friend Megan in New Zealand for my pre-Advent present. I don't know what it is about that first cup of coffee. So I have my Advents from Susan and from Megan. And Susan is putting hers in these cute bags. I am definitely saving the bags. Oh, but I needed scissors to open it. I forgot that. I had to stop and get a scissors yesterday. Maybe I can, if I had a second thumbnail, I might be able to do it, but that makes for boring TV anyway, watching me unpick a bag. So I will get some scissors. I discovered in last year's Vlogmas that it works best for me to do this every day if I just have little snippets that I can put together easily and not do much editing. So I am going to try to be a little bit more cognizant of that today, because I had to edit yesterday's podcast. And I also want to maybe not talk quite as much. I don't know that that's going to happen. So this is day 2 from Susan, and it says Jawal. Jawal. Now, I have never heard of Jawal. Yesterday's said opal, and it was opal yarn, so I am imagining that this might be Jawal yarn. I don't have the light on, and it's amazing how well the phone does with no light on. When I put the light on, there's lots of different glare. It is not as sunny of a day as it was yesterday. It's not sunny at all. Jawal Magic de Grass. Something with that, with accents. That's a beautiful color, and it's a single, and it's got all different colors of gold and brown in there. Very fall-like and lovely. Thank you, Susan. Ooh, now that'll make a nice elf. I don't know if I'm going to do elves. I didn't do one yesterday. Pretty. And number 2, this one has something in it. One of the things, you know, we put a few little, interspersed a few little gifts in and around our minis. for our Advent. Mystery yarn. See, now I guessed when I gave them mystery yarn, and I'm pretty sure I guessed wrong. So this is nice. This has different colors of greens and blues. Oh, that'll make a great elf. I should bring down, I'm going to bring down my Christmassy knitted things today. And I will show you what I mean when I say elf. But it's the, and it also included this. Oh, it's a little calendar that will fit in my purse. I wonder if I would actually use it. You know, I could use this like, a little tiny diary rather than like to put my appointments in, but rather a 3-line what I did journal. My mother-in-law does what she calls it her log. And she's been doing it for years, and it's like a journal, but she doesn't put anything about her thoughts and feelings and things like that. She puts things like it snowed 3 inches and we had the car tires rotated. And we went out to dinner at such and so and spent this much money. And she looks at her logs all the time. Especially, she takes them when she travels. And so she can tell you where they were and how much they spent on dinner and where they stayed and how much they spent on their hotel or their guest house and what they saw, where they were. But it doesn't take her very long, I don't think. And she does it every night. I wonder if I wrote just 3 lines, if I would do that, because you know, that kind of information, every time I try to do a journal, I start writing all this stuff about how I feel and what I think, you know, and I do it for a day and a half, 2 days, sometimes 3 days. And then I don't do it anymore, and I go back here, you know, and then of course it's like an empty book. So I put it in the empty book pile and come back 4 years later and I read it. I'm like, really? Thank you, Megan. I think I might try to do a little tiny journal. You know, I mean, a normal day is going to be knit on this project, did my podcast, you know, the in-laws came over, played cards with the in-laws, and my father-in-law won. We're doing that tonight. We're going over there. We haven't seen them since we got back from Florida. Anyway, thank you, Megan. Thank you, ladies. Look at these beautiful yarns. I think these will make great elves, and I will go get the elves out of my room, and I have other Christmas stuff. It's time to start doing some decorating. I think I didn't say I'm Barbara. Hello. And this is my Vlogmas. I normally do a knitting podcast, and I think I'm going to do my podcast tomorrow, so one of the things I have to do today is organize my thoughts and do some show notes. I had a second podiversary giveaway on my last podcast, which was a long time ago. And the person never contacted me, so I'm going to have to draw again. I have to remember to do that, because I've got a beautiful skein of yarn with a mini to go with it for the prize, and I would like to send that to somebody. And here's my Ricky hat, and it's keeping me warm. Oh, and I did finish my 4 ounces of roving. I think this is going to be pretty yarn. And I know it's got to rest a while, but I bet you I could apply this afternoon, right? Won't be quite 24 hours, but I know there's a reason people say to do that. But I haven't spun in so long, I don't want to wait. And I only have 3 bobbins. These are called bobbins, right? I only have 3 of these. I have to order more. 3 came with the spinning wheel. And so I can't really do anything until I apply these. So I'm going to do that. So my water's done, and I have been talking too long. I'll go make Dennis tea. Pearl has been barking and found something in the backyard that she needs to worry about. This is my portage. This is the portage pattern by Melissa Shashwari. And I am right here. I've done the collar, and I'm just getting ready to do the decreases to make this piece that will turn into the pocket. That's where I am, so I have to figure out where I am. And I'm thinking, oh, that's only a little bit to go, and then I'm done. I haven't done the sleeves. So I have quite a bit to go. I was thinking, oh, I can finish this today. No, I won't be finishing it today. I'm just going to be figuring out where the heck I am. Because you know how it is when you put a pattern down for 2 months. I do make little arrows and things, but hopefully I have an arrow in some place that looks like it makes sense for what I'm doing. I'm about ready to. Yeah, who knows? I gotta read this. So I'll go do that. All right, we're having our walk. You can hear the cars going by. It's a little bit drizzly, just a little bit. I don't even really have my hood up. Well, my glasses are gonna be full of rain when I'm done. But anyway, we're taking our walk because rain or shine, this girl needs a walk. Right, pup? You need a walk. You have sniffing to do. She's a big sniffer. Her breeder breeds search and rescue dogs, so smelling is a big part of her enjoyment of the park. Right, pup? Back from our walk. Oh, that light's not good for me. What happens if I just turn it off? That's better. At least I look like I'm not pure white vampire lady. So I'm working on my portage. I figured out where I was. I have to do a little more knitting, and then I'm gotta do a Elizabeth Zimmerman sewn bind off, which I have never done. So I will be looking at Very Pink Knits. I'm sure she has a video. If not, someone will. And I'll be working on that. But I'm having my second cup of coffee. I'm going to try the new coffee that just arrived. And relax for a few minutes because, you know, hard work, walking the dog. We met Avery, who is a lovely dog that loves Pearl, and Pearl loves her. So they got to play a little bit and kiss, and, you know, they were so cute. So anyway, good walk. And I'm going to drink my coffee and knit. So my plan is to ply my yarn, and it turns out my Ashford Lazy Kate doesn't fit these spindles, bobbins, or whatever the heck they're called. You think I could remember that at least. So I have this knitting box that I bought a while ago, and I've got my 2 spools in there, and I'm going to see how this works. Keep your fingers crossed. Put my box behind me. On the floor. I was trying to figure out how that was going to work with the Lazy Kate anyway, so that worked out. I have an orifice hook, and I'm trying to pull my lead through. I think I'll make myself a new orifice hook. Maybe I'll put a nice bead on it. So we'll see how this goes. Well, this seems to be kind of working. We'll see. So, this worked. It was a little bit tricky because my Lazy Kate didn't work, but I managed. And it turned out pretty well. So I'll take this off tonight and soak it and maybe it'll be ready to show on my podcast tomorrow. So, oh, hold on, I'll get my elves. So here are the elves. Oops, that came off. That I'm thinking about making with my Advent. I'd like to send the kids some elves, maybe a Christmas tree. My friend Lisa recently posted on Instagram a Christmas tree she had made, a colorwork Christmas tree. And I thought a few elves around a Christmas tree would be a cute little Christmas vignette. They don't have faces. I suppose I could put faces, but they're made on champagne corks, and Dennis and I drink cava, and so I have collected lots of champagne corks. So if anybody needs champagne corks, let me know. But I'm thinking about doing these, but I guess I haven't decided yet. So it's getting to late afternoon. Pearl's had her afternoon walk. We're going to the in-laws tonight to do to play cards and see them since we got back from our trip. So I am going to go edit my December 2nd Vlogmas. And I hope you had a wonderful day. And I will talk to you tomorrow.